Hello, this is Derek. Right now we're going to talk about upgrading. Basically what you do now that you've done your first post on social media, what you do to upgrade, to reach more people and to make more money using social media. So your first post probably looks something like this. Hopefully it was a success. Hopefully you're able to make some money and reach lots of people with these amazing products. But what's next? Today we're going to talk about the 3 different types of income that are possible using Nu Skin as your vehicle. You're already familiar with this, with support level income, basically making a couple $100s a month through social media. You've done that. Now we're going to talk about becoming an executive, earning executive level income, which can mean $1,000 or more a month, and ultimately becoming a leader. What you would need to do to create tens of thousands of dollars a month through your Nu Skin business. Let's talk about becoming an executive. Basically, we need to do 4,500 points in volume over 3 months. The benchmarks are 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 points. As you do that, you advance. You become a qualifying executive when you have your first month with 1,000 points. We call that your LOI month. Then your second month at 1,500 points, you're now a Q1, and your third month of 2,000 points, you're now a Q2 executive or a qualifying 2 executive. So these are the steps that you go through to become an executive. Now let's talk about your LOI month. Doing that, what is the first step? Well, the first step is you getting into action. And a lot of people will do that with social media. They'll become a product of the product. Maybe they'll buy a beauty box. Ultimately, let's say you're responsible for 200 points in volume. Then you would find 4 other people to duplicate and replicate and do the exact same thing. You do 200 points, you find 4 other people doing 200 points. That altogether equals 1,000 points, and you are now a qualifying executive. It's important that you log this because these are your first goals now that you're interested in taking Nu Skin to the next level. You need to have your sights set on becoming an executive. When I say points, 1,000 points, it's basically dollars, okay? But every product that we sell has a PV value associated with it. The benchmarks, again, are 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000, but you can fast track to executive. A lot of people are doing that right now through social media. So it doesn't have to be in 3 months. It's a rolling 3-month period, but you could do it in a single month. If you did 4,500 points in volume this month, you would be an executive. Or if you did 1,000 points, and then you did 3,500 points, you could become an executive in 2 months. Okay, the one caveat there is the last month has to be at least 2,000 points. So you couldn't do 4,000 points in month 1 and 500 in month 2. You have to end with at least 2,000 points. These are the steps of becoming an executive, but how do you actually do it? Okay, it's nice to look at the numbers, but let's talk about the conversation. Let's talk about the invitation. Let's talk about recruiting and social prospecting, using social media to help you prospect and reach people. This is a blank slate. This is your friend, okay, that you haven't talked to about the business. You don't know what they're interested in. If they're interested in the product, if they're interested in the business, if they're interested in just helping you through a referral post, you don't know yet until you start the conversation. When I was a new distributor, I was learning how to invite just like everybody else, and I was taught the 4 C's of inviting. Basically, compliment, create curiosity, control yourself, don't say too much, and then commit to action. These are simple steps that are still relevant today now that we're focused on social media. Back when I started the business, it was picking up the phone and calling people, and I would hold myself, giving them a compliment, creating curiosity, being excited about the product, and then not saying too much, controlling myself. In social media, it's the same thing. We don't say, oh, it's Nu Skin, we sell toothpaste, we do so well, we do this, this, and this, and this, and just, we say, throw up on people right from the get-go, because then they won't have any curiosity to follow that 4th step, which is your commitment. So control yourself, don't say too much. These are some examples of invitation. Now, you can take screenshots of anything you want during this presentation, but my goal here is not to have you learn the scripts, it's to have you learn the principles. Hey, I saw you liked my post about that whitening toothpaste yesterday, ... right? It's always the hardest to start the conversation. So these are just a couple ideas to help you with that. Same thing with dating or whatever. It's always the hardest to start. Hey, I see you have a ton of connections here on Facebook. I was wondering if you could help me with something. Or, I just saw that video you showed. Hilarious. Can I get you to help me with something, right? Just opening the door for the conversation. This is an example of a conversation that you might have on social media. And I, again, not looking at the words, but looking at the principles. Kind of watch the flow of this. Hey, Cassie, what's up? I see you're pretty active here on social media. Did you see my post last week about the whitening toothpaste? Sorry, I missed it. Too bad. Well, this stuff is amazing. And from one post on Facebook, I was able to pay my car payment this month. Cool. Cassie's going to be a little short-winded, okay? I was wondering if you could help me reach some more people in exchange for a free tube. Everybody loves this stuff. Check out my results in only 2 weeks. I'm so happy with my results, and it's so easy to share this through social media. It's important that you become a product of the product, that you have something personal that you can share with people. It's like an arrow in your quiver, right? It helps you become a good recruiter by having personal experience with the product. So, one point here, create your own before and after results. Wow, that's incredible. How can I help you? Great. You'll just do a quick post on your Facebook. I'll take it from there. It'll be a huge help, and even if one person buys from your post, I'll send you a free tube. When are you free to talk about the details? How about now? I steered this conversation into a referral post. That's where I took the conversation so that she would be open to taking it to the next level and really starting a conversation with me. Now, I started out inviting for a referral post, but this could morph into anything, right? She could, after talking to me, Cassie could decide to become a distributor, or there's any number of things. So let's talk about the conversation. Points that you want to cover. I just partnered with a great company. You saw my results. These products are incredible. Talking about the company. We're making money. With one post on social media, I was able to pay my car payment, right? So again, these are just points that you would share as you go through this. This is something I learned from my dad, who was an incredible recruiter and inviter with Nu Skin. I don't know if this is right for you, but would you be open to checking it out? Again, I don't know if this is for you, but are you open to having a conversation about it? Most people will say yes to that. From this point, I move to a video. The reason why I use a video for the actual presentation part of the story is because the video does such a better job than I can do on the fly, right? People are used to watching videos. You can take a video and condense information into a really quick thing with graphics and everything. It does a really good job of telling the story. On top of that, it's not intimidating. People can see themselves sharing a video and say, wow, that is easy. Also, from my standpoint as a recruiter, I can now reach an incredible amount of people. If I'm scheduling, 1 hour, even 20-minute conversations with people, that's my time that I'm giving up. I'd much rather have them watch the video on their own time. So find a recruiting or a prospecting video that is good for you. It should be short. It should talk about the products. It should talk about the company. It should talk about making money through social media. Have those links, save them, and make them available on your phone so you're quick. You can send them to people in a text message really, really fast. So that is the conversation. Now let's talk about the next step, which is you've been able to invite, talk to your friend, okay? And now it's about getting them into action. You should have a pretty good sense of what they're interested in now. And our job as a recruiter or as an inviter, as an upgraded distributor with Nu Skin is not to try to convince people everybody needs to be a distributor, everybody needs to do a referral post. It's to talk to the person here and find out what they are looking for, what's going to be best for them. So let's say that they want to become a distributor. These are the steps of becoming a distributor. They sign up, they watch the Getting Started video, they do their first post, you support them in that post, and then they watch this upgraded video, and they learn more about what's available at Nu Skin. And I would get this person as soon as possible to the next event, whenever that is. Get them to the next event at TEU or a Success Summit or a convention so that they can see the big picture of what's at Nu Skin. Let's say this person commits to doing a referral post, to helping you out. Well, give them the script, help them do that post, right? Make sure they do it right, make sure they make it public and all of those points. And then you want to try to upgrade them maybe after the post, right? Ask them how it went. Thank them for the referral, for the work that they did for you. Add them to a product group and basically stay in touch. I can't tell you how many times I've invited people to look at Nu Skin, and then a couple days later, or a month, or a week, or a year later, they show interest in becoming a distributor because their situation in life has changed in some degree. Let's say after this whole conversation, they just say, you know what, I don't want to do a referral, I don't want to do the business, but I'm interested in trying that toothpaste. Well, great, you have a customer. We love customers. Okay, sell them the product. Ask for a referral from them. Add them to a product group so they can maybe learn more about additional products as they come out, right? And basically stay in touch. You want to follow up with everybody that uses the toothpaste. A couple weeks afterwards, you want to be in contact with them and say, what did you think about the toothpaste? What was your experience? And are you able to do a referral post? Are you ready to be a distributor? Okay, people will change and you want to be there when they do. So you've helped people start. Now you're ready to learn about leadership income. You've become an executive. You've done your 4,500 points. Your life's ambition now is to help other people to become executive. And by doing that, you're able to reach an incredible amount of people. When I was growing up, my dad said, you make money in life by reaching people. And that's what Nu Skin, that's what this business allows us to do so well. These are the average annual and monthly commissions paid to Nu Skin distributors all over the world. Now, we don't have enough time to really talk about the compensation plan in detail as part of this video, but let me just explain. Basically, you become an executive and then you help other people to become an executive. What you're looking at are pin titles or levels of leadership from 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 to 12. People that you've personally helped to become an executive. So this is not in your entire group. These are people that you've personally sponsored and helped to become an executive. We call that Generation 1. As you do that, you grow. You're able to reach more people. And you see these numbers grow exponentially because every time you increase in pin title, you unlock another level of compensation at 5%. Ultimately, on a mature group, Nu Skin pays 5% down 6 generations, which means you can reach an incredible amount of people. So we've talked about social prospecting. Now let's talk about social marketing or attraction marketing, having people come to you. Some tips: post often, but follow the 80-20 rule. Don't post too much about Nu Skin and too much about the business. You want 80% of your posts to be lifestyle, things that you're passionate about, only 20% about the business. Be positive. Don't be super negative with your posts. Be active. Comment and like on other people's stuff, especially your new friends' posts. But you want to limit yourself to about 20 minutes a day. Do not get sucked into scrolling down the newsfeed all day thinking that you're doing Nu Skin. You're not. You want to be very strategic. Comment on people that you ultimately want to have more of a conversation with about the business. Build your brand. Have an attractive profile that invites people, that shows people who you are, what you're passionate about. Okay? You want to have a good profile picture, a good banner. You want to have some good featured photos and things. And you want to make sure that when people visit your page, they say, this is somebody that I would like to work with. And you want to identify some things that you really resonate with, travel, family, whatever it is, and make that into your own personal brand. Growing your audience is crucial as well. This is both for social prospecting and for social marketing. If you only have a few friends, when you do a post or when you post a lifestyle thing, that you're only attracting so many people. So the bigger your audience, the more people you're going to be able to reach. So add new friends. Don't be shy. Look for friends of friends. All right? Look at the suggested friends. Look at groups of people that you have overlapping interests with, and it's okay if they do not accept your friend request. It's all right. You're going to live. Ultimately, upgrading is about one thing. It's about finding your why. Your motivation, your passion. These are a few of the things that I'm passionate about. In fact, my family and I, we sold our house to travel the world. We'll be traveling for the next year with our 3 kids, living around the world in fun places. This is what motivates me. This business has some difficult times, just like any business. This is not going to be easy. That first post might have been pretty easy. But if you're going to upgrade, become an executive, and help other people become an executive, there's going to be some personal growth that you experience. And growth is always a little bit painful. But keep focused on whatever is motivating you, on whatever you're passionate about, because that is going to be the fuel that upgrades your business and helps whatever your dream is to become a reality. Thank you so much, and good luck.